Hello everyone, and turns. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 2, and we're out here looking. We have this marker up here that kind of gives us a rough idea of where we need to go next. You can see the yellow dot over here. So we fought some ruffians over here. Now we're gonna go this way. Oh, and there's people here. Dan the Donut Man. That is somebody I might want to talk to. Nerps. Buy them at your local store. Seamstresses Union. Bobby. Hey, chummer. Got some tasty morsels for you. Just whatever you well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in his pocket. Let me see what you have. He's got a kamikaze. It's a combat stim that increases body +2, strength +1, and willpower +1 for 5 rounds. And a nitro, strength, willpower, charisma, and intelligence -2 for 5 rounds. That's it. That's all he's got. Okay, well, at least we know that stuff. We have 300 yen. We don't have any real money to spend on anything yet. What about this guy? Let's take a look at him. Dan the Donut Man. The smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. The troll working the stand is covered in food stains, older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? You can pay for a jelly donut. Did you see the murder in the alley across the way? Nope. I was closed when it happened. But hey, it's the Barons. A back alley killing's nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this Ripper business is that some of the victims are real people, you know? Folks with sins. What can you tell me about the Barons? The Barons? Hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. This stretch we're on is called Touristville, though. And I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggings. You might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. I will see you around, my friend. Thank you for that. Okay, so over here, got some people. Oh, yeah, this is going to be the... We got to go around, it seems. Uh-oh. We got big cop with a big gun. Jake. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing red light and blue lights up ahead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a corpse-issued bounty, and the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. He sighs. Sorry, friend. I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take yen where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. We get 1,000 yen out of that. Likewise, Jake. Give me a call when you're in the clear. Yeah, sure. He starts to leave, then tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just about damn stiff drink, and that's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as the base of operations for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this Ripper business. Nice knowing you. Jake turns and disappears into the shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. Alright, Jake, so you're out of here, eh? Not gonna hang around with me? Okay. Let's go talk to the cops here then. William. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and the dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who's currently pestering him. Williams says, I keep telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley. I'm gonna die in the cold tonight. Officer Kubrick. The officer sighs. And I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation, and I can't let anyone in here. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage. I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket. Or I'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical. Hate all you pigs. Off he goes. William's not happy about that. Officer Kubrick looks in your direction. Now what? Oh, so I have some choices here. The coroner, Dresser, sent me, and I can meet my friend Mr. Credstick. I got a bunch of options here. I can look at this. The coroner, Dresden, sent me over. Doesn't mean jack to me. Unless someone radios me with an update, my orders are that nobody gets in. Oh, let's try this again then. Meet my friend, Mr. Credstick. Just need a few minutes to look around. Got it, Chief. Alright. Let's go see what we can find. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a test tube. It looks like the coat and blanket that the old man was trying to get back. Examine the area for evidence. As you shuffle the bundle of cloth to the side, a printed receipt falls out from beneath the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstresses Union, dated 2 days ago at 3:02 a.m. Right around the coroner reported time of death. Right around the coroner's reported time of death. The customer is Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. Pick up the coat and blankets. That gives me +1 karma. This work light is new. You can see that all the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems that they've all imploded as if some force shattered them all at the same time. There are 2 distinct sets of footprints. A human's ending at the chalk outline and a larger set, possibly orc or troll. Yay. Alright, what's next? Let's go talk to this duffer over here. William. The streets have not been kind to this man, but they've also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis. You. I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? I think this coat and these blankets belong to you. My stuff. Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. Know anything about the murder that took place? He squints at you, suspicious. You a copper? Working for some cop? Working for some corp. Oh, okay. Oh, that's me. Bad reader. Just a freelancer. I need to ask you some questions. Good. I never tell those cops. Sell nothing. What do you want to know? Did you see the murder? Nope. I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates from Mrs. James up in the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. Turf. That's me reading badly. By then, that jerkface in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. What else did you see that night? Well, you know. Earlier in the night, I saw a big and ugly troll in a green hospital scrub snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off Dan over there. Seemed nervous. He did everything with his left hand because his right hand was all screwed up with some cyberware. Ooh. Can you tell me more about the troll cyberware? Well, it was big. And I think it must have had some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. It was a lot like the one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me. Let me tell you, never trusted one of them cyber people. That's funny. So it sounds like you live in this alley. Sure. For the last couple of months, I've been sleeping here. But I spend my days out doing odd jobs for the street merchants or panhandling tourists over into the Seamstresses Union. Cyberware. See, I love everything about this world when it comes to that. Cyberware, elves, orcs. It's all very cool. Alright, I'm going to go visit the vendor again. You sell some donuts to a troll wearing scrubs last night? Maybe. What's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts to a lot of people. I know how Lone Star profiles metahumans. I tell them about a troll that bought donuts from me right before a murder. They haul him in just to see if anyone will pay the bail. Not today, my friend. I see. What's this lady down here saying? Who is she? Who are these clowns? Sally. She looks like a dwarf. The dwarf merchant is packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow. You've got a great view of that alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw the murder that happened here? She grunts. Sure. I was closing up when I heard a series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a good look at him. Then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. And let me guess, you didn't go running over to see if the guy was okay? Hell no. Around here, that kind of thing gets you killed. Yep. I'm sure it does. Alright, let's go to the Seamstresses Union and talk to the server. The Seamstress. I love the art here. It's great. You're about to leave the Barrens and enter the Seamstresses Union. Would you like to proceed? Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't I? Relative to the rest of the Barrens, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union. Housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity, bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps to themselves. Karma gained 2. And let's see. I have mission items. I have some karma. Spend karma. I have 8 karma I can spend. So I really want to stick with the rifle, so I'm going to add this. This one increases to hit chance by 15%. Results in some cooldown. Dodge. Let's see, what else are we going to want here? Intelligence. What about this? Alright, let's keep going up here. Let's get to... I could spend 5 points on body, and then I can spend a couple more points on anything else right here. This critical damage, percentage visible, burst, fire available. What is this other one down here? What is this? Full auto available, weapon permitting. Ooh, that sounds like it's going to be nice when we get there. Okay. I'm going to confirm my karma adjustments. You can see your character. This is so nicely done. The artwork is so nicely done. Everything about this is just very nice. Okay. Well, this looks like a club, doesn't it? Wow. Dig this artwork. This is fantastic. Cherry Bomb is her name. Eric Mersman. Wow. Who's this person out here? Jin Parks. Nerps. And there's this guy, Mr. Cluey. Couple sitting at a table. I'm going to go ask this lady over here if she knows anything. This is just such a gorgeous game. Oh, and there's this big old ram skull. Cherry Bomb. Oh, she's an elf. She's cute. Look at those earrings. Oh, my goodness. Or those headphones or something around her neck. That's funny. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize, save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. Hey there. I haven't seen you here before. What can I do for you? I found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. She here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. business, huh? Is she a shaman? Shaman? With a name like Coyote. She laughs. No, she shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of the conversation makes them easy to overhear. Shane is his name. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead. Or worse. The Ripper is out there and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PH freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics studying in her ojamans. How am I paying for it? Bartending, tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard it all before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. That's funny. That's some real pulpy stuff there. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, you need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Oh my, you bum. Sorry. Got interrupted. I heard. He's got the strength of righteousness, doesn't he? Oh, boyfriend find religion? Her pretty eyes narrow. Something like that. You've got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Nope. I didn't think so. You look like a runner to me. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Ever heard of the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I'd been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? Nope. That was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mr. Kubota. Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. Gutter punks have to stick together, she says. Yeah. Who's this guy? Eric Mersman. Looks like a big old troll, doesn't he? Is he a troll or is he an orc? Who is he? Let's talk to him. Eric Mersman. He's an orc. Hey, guy. Got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? I'll take a look. What do you got? Alley punk. Oh my, dress one step above the gangster. Oh, this is a lot of money. But we've got 1,200. I think you want to spend it more on armor, though. So on weapons. Well, this is nice, though. There's some armor. So armor of 1, basic clothing for Shadowrun shaman. So you can spend 50 yen on something that will give you armor 1. I've got secure clothing with armor 1. So all I could do is upgrade to armor 2. Thought Mergic armor. Huh. Willpower +1. Charisma +1. Intelligence +1. Oh, I see. So you can get... Oh, secure ninja clothing. Dodge +1. Or grants hit points +3. Interesting. That's a lot. 750 yen for extra 3 hit points seems excessive. I would take the dodge one for 400, but I think I'm going to save my cash for some guns. It's nice to know he's there, though. Let's see. What do we have over here? Wyvern's Tooth and Ale. Jin Parks. The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. There's a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you know your way around. Need something? Weapons? Matrix tech? Heck yeah, show me what you got, sister. Alright, guns. Yeah, so I own the AK-97. It does 10 damage. Its range is long, and it has a clip size of 24. The Beretta Model 70 does a damage of 6, has a range of medium, and a cap clip. A small submachine gun with big damage potential. A low-grade pistol, so I can look at weapons. Low-grade pistol carried by most guards, so I've got something good enough right now. Drones and consumables. Oh, fun. Okay, so I'll exit on that. So I got 2 vendors here. That's nice. You can use F5 to quick save the game. Mr. Clue. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. You must be the union's hired muscle. Must I? Only if you insist. You have business here? Looking into the death of Sam Watts. Heard about that. Real shame what happened to him. There's a sharpness in Chloe's eyes, the look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. I figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out on occasion. Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Thanks for the info. No problem. There's a big old bear rug there. Bunch of people in here. Who do we got here? Johnny Clean. Noog. Mrs. Kubota. Let's talk to her. Mrs. Kubota watches you across the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. Konbanwa, good evening. Are you enjoying the seamstresses union? There should be plenty for a man like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? Business. I suspected as much when you walked in. What business do you have with me? I'm looking for information. She eyes you suspiciously. Don't they all? Of course you are. Knowledge is power, nay? Soka. Why should I help you? I actually used to know Japanese. At one point in time, after studying a couple semesters in college, I kind of started to get it. I used to know. They teach you conversational Japanese in college, so that you could potentially travel to Japan and be able to do things like order a cup of coffee or go to a department store and buy clothing. So you learn to say things like Chodo onaji janai desu kodo. And that's like one of the only things I remember. Which I believe translates into, I'm sorry, we don't have any more of those. That's the limit of my Japanese. I really wanted to become fluent in it, but oh my gosh, you're so pressed for time in college for everything else. Sam Watts. I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here. Whenever he couldn't beg or borrow enough yen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol. It didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupations, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there, and thus a rich tradition was born. So, you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. Did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working the bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. And that was the last I saw of either of them. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She's a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. If she's dangerous, why fear for her? Please, if you are what I think you are, you know there's always someone more dangerous. That's true. Her room is upstairs. If you are looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here's the key. Oh, perfect. So now we can go upstairs. Poink. Excellente. Oh, so what is this? This is... There is a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's set to require a password on entry. Leave the panel alone. I could hack it, but I don't know any decking. Okay, so which one is hers? This one? What's in here? Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. This stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouette. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. Open the diary to the first paper. There is a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max paper pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Inspect the receipt. Oh, that's it. Read the diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco. But this cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs. These bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seen how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, they would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want to have him leave. He's the reason I got through all the stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me. More than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together. Slice out the fear that comes along with it. Flip to a different page. The second one. Paper's handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Read the diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind and my diary. Maybe he does the latter. Wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and he returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. Read the poem. Anything interesting? Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Third paper. There was a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. The receipt says, an ACOD receipt. Oh, a COD receipt. Receipt for special order 5 pounds of zebra meat from Mari's Meat Emporium located near Pike Place Market. Wow, look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with a caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm. She is smiling. The back photograph has shadows scrawled on it. Ooh, I see. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door. Set to the combination 342. Am I going to need to write this down? I'm going to write it down just in case. 342. Okay, let's see. 342. And then what? 436? Let's save that in case we need it. I don't know. Sometimes games don't provide you with the option to listen. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door. Okay. Put the diary back down. A wall safe. What's on her computer? Coyote's computer is ancient. Probably fished out of the junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on screen. Password? Without the password, the only other button on the screen is password recovery option. Password recovery? Please answer 3 security questions to reach the password. Question. Your first childhood pet. Oh, wait a minute. Give me that again. Password recovery. First childhood pet. Shadow. Answer stored. Favorite musical act. Not sure. There's Chicago. But I don't know what that's from. What's that say over there? Welcome to Chicago. I'm going to say the Shadows. What is the name of your hometown? Chicago. Answer short. Security answers were incorrect. Okay. Alright, well. Let's see if I can find out some more information here. Broken mirror was hiding in a small safe. Input the code found, so I didn't have to write it down. That's awesome. Safe bleeps cheerfully in response. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Item picked up. Freshette frag grenade. That's it. I got a freshette frag grenade. Anything else in here? Okay. Nope. Oh yeah, so what was the picture? Shadow. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she's smiling. Shadow is the pet. Yes. Were there any others? Read the poem. Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles. Paco. Okay. I think we're out of it. I don't think I have enough information. And what does this say? Action movies and cigarette butts. Action movies. Let's try this one more time. Password recovery. Oh, yeah. First childhood pet. Shadow was the name of the pet, though, wasn't it? Favorite musical act. That's the part I don't get. The Elementals? Oh, wait a minute. What's this say? Chicago Skyline is... Oh, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't think there's enough information there for me to get that. I mean, you can do Paco and then shadow off the snake, but I don't think that's correct. I just don't think there's enough information. What's this? What's in here? Anything? I don't see anything. What's it? Not helpful. What's this? Do I have a code? Leave the panel on. If I could hack, it'd be a different story, wouldn't it? Alright. Well, let's go then. Darn. Yeah, I can't piece that, riddle it out, because it seems like the pet snake is Shadow. Oh, and what's going on here? Noog. Covered in the glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. Okay. Mutter. That's why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. Mutter. Forgive me, Jean. I was a fool. Mutter. He looks you in the eye. His other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Oh, so he's got magic stuff. Oh, how fun. Heal a wound requires spellcasting too. So this is all the spellcasting stuff, which we don't really do. It's got weapons, powerful spells, conjuring, chai casting, and consumables. How nice for him. It is kind of fun. And what's this guy have? Johnny. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is still wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eyes and says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean. You knew? Yeah. First time, just getting a look at the place. Well, enjoy yourself. Looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. You sure? Okay. Well, in that case... Does she have any more information for me? Who's that you were talking to? Shane. Old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him, till he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. Alright. Well, I'd like to know more from, Wait a minute. Can we leave? Where do I go? I can't leave? Have I not done everything I need to do yet? Well, that's curious. What's my journal say? Mission items. Bar tab receipt. Test tube piece. Objectives. Find and question coyote. Seamstresses union. Okay. Do you know Paco? He's a ganger. Remember the Cutters? He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Have you heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? Her face twisted in disgust. No. A vegetarian. Did you know Jen Park sold Coyote a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun to take the trash out of the dumpster. Do you know if Coyote had any childhood pets? I never ask about the past. None of us do. Coyote's real name is Gina. That's the most personal information I have about her. Oh, Gina. Okay. Do you know Coyote's favorite band? Indeed I do. She plays her Starfire record so loud you can hear him down here. I've told Mr. Cluey to have her turn that direct down more than once. Ooh. Do you know what city Coyote's from? It's probably Chicago. Not to sound like I don't care about the girl, but I never thought to ask. Just assumed she was from around here. Okay. So now we know our favorite band. And Jin might have an answer for another question. Did you sell a Browning Max Power to Coyote, the bartender? Hey, guy. I'm discreet. I don't talk about what my clients or what they buy. Bad for biz. However, I'm sure she would recommend me if she was a customer, which I'm not saying she is. Cut the dreck. Fine. She said she needed to stop a wild dog flat in its tracks. Need some hardware? I do, but not right this second. Okay, let's go. I think we might have enough information now to break into her computer. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this again. How curious. Let's go, computer time. Computer, recover the password. Okay, let's say childhood pet, Shadow, because it's the snake, right? And Starfire is the record, and I'm going to say she's from Chicago because of the thing on the wall. Logging you in. Password has been reset. All right. Contacts, access history, contacts. Get into Coyote's computer. Coyote's contact list has exactly one entry. Someone named Paco. There is no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market. Due in 30 minutes. Ooh. Access history. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. This also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Okay. Speak with Miss Kubota. Alright then. Well, we'll give Miss Kubota the talk. Hello. Speak with her, please. How can I help you? Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. Should be able to get you there in time. Ganbatte kudasai. Good luck. Alright then. So she's going to call me a cab? Oh good, then I can get out. Okay, so yeah, you're not leaving this place unless you achieve all your objectives. Alright. In a way, I kind of like that. Take the Pike's Place Market cab? Heck yeah, take it. Let's roll. Pike Place Market. I've actually been there. The real life one. You catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market in a mercifully quiet ride that takes you from a probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things, legal and illegal. Melting pot of haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Dun dun dun. Alright, so here we are. Universal Brotherhood. Oh, great. Patrick. Yeah, it's a big old marketplace down here. Refurbished flowers for sale. That's interesting. Paco. Hey, see my friend around here? Tall lady, dreads. The kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and everyone on it. He seems distracted, though, glancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over as you approach. Watch yourself. What do you want? You wouldn't happen to be looking for a coyote, would you? That's none of your fragging business. Who the hell are you? I'm Drake. I'm looking for Coyote. I need to ask her some questions. And I need you to tell me why you think that's my problem. I'm not her boss. Find her yourself. I was just at the union. She's missed 2 shifts, and Mrs. Kubota hasn't been able to reach her on her comm. The tough guy swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone, and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh, man. That would explain. She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting in your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Do you know a fixer named Mr. Delisle? Coyote had a meeting with him a few days ago. I know him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Trek. I know where she went. Damn, why couldn't she wait? Damn it. Paco, slow down. Where did she go? The Royal Apartments. The landlord, Stevie J, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle a score with that guy for years. A few days back, I hired Mr. Delisle, if that's how you pronounce it. Delisle. Mr. Delisle was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job. I'm sure of it. And if his thugs caught her, there's a grim determination in Paco's eyes. I'm going over there. You coming? I'm in. Let's see. I got a bunch of options here. Ooh, one more thing. Coyote had a recipe for some zebra meat from a place called Maury's Meat Market. Never hear of it? Zebra meat? What? Look, that shop's just down the block if you want to check it out, but I'm going to the Royale with or without your help. What's it going to be? I'm in. Damn right. Alright, let's go, my friend. Look for Coyote in the apartment's option to find Maury's Meat Emporium. Well. Oh yeah, Public Market Center. Okay, so it says we gotta go this way. I got dog on a stick here, says the street vendor. What's this? Manny? Nerps. What's Manny got here? Manny? What are you doing? I can't talk to you? The small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just has a question. You must be Maury. Do I look like a fat old man to you? I'm Manny. Maury's my dad. Now what do you want? What would someone want to buy zebra meat for? Some people eat it, but I wouldn't recommend that. Tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corp security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds. The flamers go crazy for the stuff for some reason. Oh, that makes sense. Drek. That's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale. And if she never picked it up... Whatever. Anything else? I have this receipt for an order of zebra meat. Still have it for me? I'll look it up. Yeah. Got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. Didn't think anyone was going to come for it. Here. It's all yours now. You know someone named Coyote? Nope. I don't go in much for that shaman stuff. Bye-bye then. Alright, well. Now we have... I can't save while in action, but now we can. Oh, perfect. So while you're moving, you can't. That's cool. Who's this person? Officer Landers. As your eyes adjust to the flashing lights, you spot the body of a woman, dead on the pavement behind the police line. Panic spreads across Paco's face. Oh, no! Is that Coyote? This isn't happening. Oh, God damn it. Pull yourself together. Take a look. Is that her? Paco steps forward and breathes a huge sigh of relief. No, it's not her. Thank God. Look, let's not hang out here too long, all right? Too many Lone Star pigs around here. Paco looks over at the victim again. It's too bad. Whatever happened here, I'm not going to let anything like this happen to Coyote. Alright, so where do we need to go from here? We probably can't get through there. Who's this guy? Huh. What do we have going on here? Go that way, or we can talk to this nice little officer here. Another Ripper murder. Officer Landers. A tall and motionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot the lively face of organ grinders Coroner Dresden. This is an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. I'm here to see Coroner Dresden. And who might you be? It's all right, officer. He's with me. Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. The officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Okay, then. Make it quick. Dresden, my friend. Help me out here. So, what brings you out here? Hot on the trail of the dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it I've stumbled across another Ripper murder. Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. Gotta hand it to him. Our Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. What do you know about the victim? Well, not much. Dresden scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol. She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Warden, worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was leaving work when it happened. Can you tell if she was subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? That's the strange thing. Don't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Not a single bruise on her body. Yet she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken. Died of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, I won't know until I can run some tests back at the lab. I thought you ran the Redmond franchise. Isn't Pike Place a little far from home? Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery. Dresden laughs. The coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity, so I told management that I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want the sicko caught. Any sign of magic use here? There was evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley where Sam died. Now there's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious, though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensic team, though, just to be sure. So the Ripper takes Sam Watts' liver and this woman's eyes. Any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose. Probably of some symbolic significance to the killer, but beyond that, I couldn't speculate. That's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in his cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good look out there, eh? Dresden starts to turn back to the body, then stops. Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get going soon before he shows up. Officer Aguirre. The plainclothes Lone Star officer before you sports a tacky hat and a crooked grin to match. So, you're the one who's working for the dead man, eh? McCluskey warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as the crime scene is going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? What can you tell me about the murder that took place here? Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago, and we know that her eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so he might have more. Me, I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost. I take it you and McCluskey don't exactly see eye to eye? Let's just say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. Do you have any leads on the Ripper that I should know about? Ha! Plenty, if you ask McCluskey. But the truth is we're as clueless as you probably are. Thanks for your time. Hey, hold on a minute there. You haven't put in a donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund. Lonely Orphans Fund? Yeah, see, you make a contribution to the fund, I put you on a list to let you know the next time we find any orphans that you might be interested in. Ah, I see. Well, I'm always interested in finding out about any new orphans you discover. Excellent. Shall we say 300 yen? All right, you got a deal. His face splits into a wide grin. Excellent. I'll start an account for you. We get any useful new leads on the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Now, I better get back to work before McCluskey shows. See you around. Who's this tool over here? Who is this guy? Elf. The elf standing before you may have quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned Bowie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire, do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Why would you want to know something like that? The elf giggles, a strange, high-pitched warble you would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, just a hobby. Never mind that, though. Good evening to you and friend the coroner. Yeah, they're trying to plant you that it's that guy being suspicious. I don't know that that's actually the case, but it's a pretty good job of doing it. Alright, so we're going to be on to the next thing. This is going to be the end of this episode. I'm going to save it right here. Folks, thanks for watching. As always, if you dig the episode, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment or a question down below. Subscribe to the channel. My Patreon's listed in the description. I'm having a good time doing this. Are you guys having a good time watching? Let me know. It's because it's a lot of me reading, which is not something that usually happens. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you next time.